Today on MTG Unpacked, we're taking a look at the 2022 Challenger deck, Gruul Stompy. So this is in the standard format. Gruul is the reference to the color combo red and green here. And the deal with these is you're going to go to town with some massive creatures and a whole bunch of other stuff. And that looks pretty spicy there, the Goldspan Dragon. You get a 60 card deck and 15 card sideboard. So let's get into it. So these are supposed to be somewhat competitive decks. Crash, bang, kapow, that's fun. So let's see what we got here. And they usually go by what's in the standard meta. And let's see. So we've got a deck here, sideboard, and a werewolf. One thing I forgot to mention in the previous video, so these do rotate out of standard later this year, so you may be better off picking up a Pioneer Challenger deck. So that's a format, does not rotate, and you have a much larger card pool. So definitely something to consider. So without further ado, let's take a look at what we have in Gruul Stompy. So we start off here with Uvenvold Oddity. So this is a creature beast, 4/4 for 4, trample and haste for 5 and 2 green. You can transform it. So what does it transform into? You can see it must be an 8/8. So on the other side we have Uvenvold Behemoth. Here we go, creature beast horror. He's an 8/8 with trample and haste. Other creatures you control get +1/+1 and have trample and haste. So this is what you're trying to ramp into. We've also got Tovalar's Huntmaster, creature human werewolf, 6/6 for 6 mana. When it enters the battlefield, create 2/2 green wolf creature tokens. And it has Daybound. So if a player casts no spells during their own turn, it becomes night next turn. So at night time, it's a 7/7. We have Tovalar's Pack Leader, creature werewolf, 7/7 like I said. When it enters the battlefield or attacks, create 2/2 green wolf creature tokens. And for 2 and 2 green, another target wolf or werewolf you control fights target creature you don't control. And this has Nightbound, so if a player casts at least 2 spells during their own turn, it becomes day next turn. So you might have seen that in the MTG Arena. It flips everything around. You have day or night. So we've got another Uvenvold Oddity. So that was those. So 3 of those. Another Huntmaster. So 2 of those so far. We've also got a Twin Shot Sniper artifact creature Goblin Archer. And I'm a big fan of goblins. So this is probably my favorite of the 4 decks. We'll take a look at the others in future videos. It's a 2/3 for 4 with reach, and when it enters the battlefield, it deals 2 damage to any target. Has channel for 1 and a red, and if you discard it, it deals 2 damage to any target. So a bit of a overpriced shock, I would say, that one. Halana and Elena Partners, legendary creature human ranger, 2/3 for 4 with first strike and reach. At the beginning of combat on your turn, put X +1/+1 counters on another target creature you control, where X is Halana and Elena's power. That creature gains haste until end of turn. Okay, so pumping up your creatures, making them huge. We got another sniper. Oh, here we go. Goldspan Dragon Mythic. Welcome to the show. Creature Dragon, 4/4 for 5. With flying and haste, whenever it attacks or becomes a target of a spell, create a treasure token. Treasures you control have tap, sack this artifact, add 2 mana of any one color. So this one's pretty pricey. So I'm guessing, yeah, they only put 1 in here. If you're upgrading the deck, I would probably add another 1 or 2 of those if you can afford it. Light Up the Night, sorcery for X and a red. It deals X damage to any target. It deals X +1 damage instead if that target is a creature or planeswalker. Also has flashback for 3 and a red and removing X loyalty counters from among planeswalkers you control. If you cast a spell this way, X can't be 0. Alright. And a Braid, instant for 2. Choose one. It deals 3 damage to target creature or destroy target artifact. So that's pretty versatile. Couple of those. So we got 4 complete playset. Fair enough. Snakeskin Veil, instant for a single green. Put a +1/+1 counter on target creature you control. It gains hexproof until end of turn, so that means it can't be the target of spells or abilities your opponents control. So we have, I'm guessing, 4 of those, yep. Thundering Rebuke, sorcery for 2. It deals 4 damage to target creature or planeswalker. Okay, so a bit of a aggro deck, this one. Jaspera Sentinel, creature elf rogue, 1/2 for a single green, has reach, and if you tap, you can tap an untapped creature you control, add 1 mana of any color. So that's how you can ramp up into those huge creatures. So we have 4 of those. Alright, Ranger class, enchantment class. When Ranger class enters the battlefield, create a 2/2 green wolf creature token. And on the second level, for 1 and a green, whenever you attack, put a +1/+1 counter on target attacking creature. On the third level, which is 3 and a green, you may look at the top card of your library anytime. You may cast creature spells from the top of your library. Alright, so that's pretty cool. So more pumping creatures, you get some wolves out of the deal, and casting from the top of your library. So 4 of those. Magda Brazen Outlaw, legendary creature dwarf berserker, 2/1 for 2. Other dwarves you control get +1/+0. And whenever a dwarf you control becomes tapped, create a treasure token. And you can cash those treasures in for searching your library for an artifact or dragon card. There we go. And put that card onto the battlefield, then shuffle your library. So you can cash it in and get a gold span dragon. That would be awesome. So 4 of those. And Briar Bridge Tracker, creature human scout, 2/3 for 3 with vigilance. When it enters the battlefield, investigate. So that means create a colorless clue artifact token with pay 2, sack this artifact, and draw a card. As long as you control a token, Briar Bridge Tracker gets +2/+0. So we do have a bunch of token generators in the deck, you might have noticed. Okay, so 4 of those. And then let's take a look at our mana base. We have Rockfall Veil. Enters battlefield tapped unless you control 2 or more other lands. You can tap it for red or green. Okay, so you've got your dual land here, and 4 of those, and then forests. 10 of those, okay, and what else do we have here? Lair of the Hydra. If you control 2 or more other lands, Lair of the Hydra enters battlefield tap it for green, pay X and green, until end of turn it becomes an X green Hydra creature. It's still a land, X can't be 0. Okay, so we've got 2 of those, and then mountains. I like how they're doing the full art lands in these. Okay, only 8 of those. Alright, so let's take a look at the sideboard here. So this is what you'll use if you're playing best of 3. You'll swap cards out of your deck and adjust to your opponent's strategy. So we got a Tovolar Dire Overlord. So was this the one, or was that the Huntmaster? That was the Huntmaster. Okay, so this is a different card. So Tovolar Dire Overlord, legendary creature, human werewolf, 3/3 for 3. Whenever a wolf or werewolf you control deals combat damage to a player, draw a card. Now, at the beginning of your upkeep, if you control 3 or more wolves and or werewolves, it becomes night. Then transform any number of human werewolves you control. So this is the daybound side, and you can see 4/4. If we flip it around, we get Tovolar, the Midnight Scourge, legendary creature werewolf, 4/4. Whenever a wolf or werewolf you control deals combat damage to a player, draw a card. And for X, red and green, target wolf or werewolf you control gets +X/+0 and gains trample until end of turn. And this is the Nightbound side. Alright, so yeah, that's 2 of those. Burning Hands, instant for 2. It deals 2 damage to target creature or planeswalker. If that permanent is green, it deals 6 damage instead. Alright. And here we have a Ninja Turtle, Kappa Tech Wrecker, 1/3 for 2. has ninjutsu for 1 and a green. It enters the battlefield with a death touch counter on it, and whenever it deals combat damage to a player, you may remove a death touch counter from it. When you do, exile target artifact or enchantment that player controls. So that's pretty versatile. We've got another Burning Hands, so 2 more of those. They also give us the alternate art showcase version of the Kappa Tech Wrecker. That's pretty cool. And then Thundering Rebuke deals 4 damage to target creature or planeswalker. So a couple of extras of those. 3 more of those. Lantern of the Lost artifact for 1. When it enters the battlefield, exile target card from a graveyard. So if you're up against somebody with some graveyard shenanigans, this might come in handy. For 1, tap, exile it. You get to exile all cards from all graveyards, then draw a card. So 2 of those, and Twin Shot Sniper, here he is again in case you want a couple more goblins in your deck. And Froghemoth, creature Frog Horror, 4/4 for 5 with trample and haste. Whenever it deals combat damage to a player, exile up to that many target cards from their graveyard. Put a +1/+1 counter on Froghemoth for each creature card exiled this way. You gain 1 life for each non-creature card exiled this way. Okay, and now we're on to the tokens. So we've got a 2/2 Wolf, Treasure, so you can tap, sack it, add 1 mana of any color. We've got a 2/2, was that a... Okay, another 2/2 Wolf, just different design. Okay, Treasure, Wolf, and a Clue token. So pay 2, sack this artifact, draw a card. Got another Wolf and Clue, Day-Night, so this will help you keep track. So you can freeze frame that, that'll tell you when it becomes day or night. And just an ad here. And we get some blank cards here to take care of your double face cards. One obvious thing, I would probably put in a Shatterskull Smashing because that enables you to do a bunch of damage on the other side. You can also use it as a land. So just get rid of maybe some of these mountains and swap that in. But other than that, a decent deck. I would probably also chuck in another Goldspan Dragon or 2. Let me know in the comments what you think about this one. And we'll be taking a look at a couple more in future videos. Hope everyone's staying safe and healthy out there. Thanks for watching and have a great day.